Have you ever wondered what an airdrop is? Or perhaps you're someone who's wondered, why do projects even do airdrops? You may have asked yourself, how could anything of value be given away for free? You know the saying, if it seems too good to be true, then it probably is, right? Well, maybe not, at least in this case. Airdrops do in fact serve a legitimate purpose, and if you stick around, I'm going to be going over that with you. Today, we're going to go over what airdrops are, the reasons why airdrops exist, and where you yourself can go to find airdrops. So let's start from the top. What are airdrops? The term airdrop originally came from times of conflict or crisis where individuals on the ground were in need of supplies or food. Governments and organizations would send out aircraft to deliver these supplies in the form of what is called a care package or airdrop. Today, many uses of the term airdrop no longer refer to food or supplies, but instead to tokens and NFTs. An airdrop in cryptocurrency is essentially the act of a project or individual distributing tokens to many different wallet addresses, somewhat resembling a drop from the sky, hence the use of the term airdrop. Whoa, wait. So you're telling me people are just sending out tokens for free? Where are mine at? I don't see any tokens in my wallet. Well, yes, but no. To better explain this, let's look at why airdrops within the crypto space exist. Why are airdrops a thing? One of the first airdrops in cryptocurrency took place back in 2014 as an effort to aid Icelandic citizens from a devaluing currency stemming from the financial crisis. Yet, nowadays, most airdrops aren't born out of crisis, but rather are used to achieve certain goals laid out by the airdropper. Airdrops have evolved and are now used as a tool to provide growth and to incentivize participants within a community. Here are some examples. One way of seeing that your token is widely distributed is to go the route of an airdrop. It helps the project avoid a portion of their supply going directly to a whale, which could happen with other methods of release such as an ICO. It doesn't matter what a project decides to distribute, whether it be tokens on blockchain, coins of entirely different blockchains, or even NFTs. As long as the airdropper has a list of public addresses, they can send their items to those addresses, including yours, and as long as the item is compatible with the address, and they can cover the gas fees, the item will be sent. Side note, this is why you'll sometimes see unfamiliar coins in your wallet. I've heard the concern raised many times about people feeling uneasy having random airdrop tokens sitting in their wallets. They are concerned about the possibilities of getting scammed by these airdrops, and I think this is a good time to address this concern. If you are ever unsure about something that has been sent to your wallet, the easiest thing to do is simply ignore it. If you don't interact with something, there is no way for it to steal anything from you, so don't be worried. Moving on to the next example. As you may have already guessed, what better way to spread the word about a project than to offer up free tokens? Probably the largest reason for airdrops nowadays is marketing. Marketing through the use of airdrops can be an extremely effective way to get eyes on a project and grow a community. Take the Omisco airdrop back in 2017, for example. The OMG team decided to airdrop 5% of the token supply to addresses that were holding at least 0.1 Ethereum, at the time of what in the airdrop space is called a snapshot. A snapshot is when information from a blockchain is taken during a specific window of time. It's a very common way for projects to determine which addresses will be eligible for a particular drop. In the case of Omisco, there had never been such a large-scale airdrop from a credible project before, and it created a lot of hype within the crypto community, providing some excellent exposure for the token. When it comes to NFTs, creators will often send out samples of their work in the form of NFTs to a bunch of random addresses in order to gain exposure. It can be hard for an artist to get noticed and find traction, and performing an airdrop is regarded as one of the better ways to do so. Have you ever opened your NFT collection and noticed a new NFT sitting there? Don't fret. It's more than likely a creator trying to spread the word about their art. Feel free to either hold on to it or sell it. And why not check out their art while you're at it? Our third reason for airdrops comes in the form of rewards. Who doesn't love rewards? But before that, I just wanted to ask, if you've enjoyed the video so far, consider giving it a like. While you take the second required to do so, the me that skipped dinner out with some friends to bring you this content, thanks you. Now, let's continue. If you're lucky, you may find yourself in a community that rewards its loyal community members with free tokens or NFTs in the form of an airdrop. How would they go about doing this? Well, there are several ways. They could offer a reward to all addresses holding a certain amount of tokens at the time of a specific snapshot like previously mentioned. There could also be a reward based on the ownership of a specific NFT, effectively offering a unique perk and reason to hold that NFT. And I've also seen projects offer rewards to the most active community members within a given time period. When it comes down to it, these airdrops are for the purposes of providing those who are engaged and participate within their community a small thank you. Lastly, one of the reasons for airdrops that I'd like to mention pertains almost exclusively to NFTs, and that reason would be to take advantage of the future transaction fees. For those of you who don't know, When you buy or sell an NFT on a marketplace, such as OpenSea or Object, there's often a small fee of a small percentage per transaction. On top of that, you might also see a fee that goes to the NFT creator. To better put this into perspective, let's say a creator mints 1,000 NFTs. The creator can then set a royalty fee of 5% and send the NFTs out to random addresses. Royalty fees are only charged when an official NFT transaction takes place on a marketplace. When this creator sends out the NFTs, it's not an official transaction, and therefore they won't have to pay the 5% fee. All they'll have to cover is the gas. But any trading done on a marketplace will cost the seller that 5% royalty fee. Now that the NFT is out there, some people may wish to buy and sell it, and the easiest place to do so is on a marketplace. Each time someone buys and sells one of the NFTs, there will be a transaction fee. In the case of OpenSea, Ethereum's largest NFT marketplace, the trading fee is 2.5%. On top of that, the royalty fee of 5% the creator set will also be charged for that transaction. The creator is now receiving 5% royalty fees on all marketplace transactions. If only 100 transactions take place at $10 a piece, 5% of that total value is equal to $50 sent to the creator. Now you see how this can make sense. You can theoretically send out a ton of NFTs and make royalty money from people trading them on marketplaces. Would those NFTs be popular enough to even have marketplace transactions? Now, that's another story. That being said, with Ethereum's gas prices, I wouldn't even dream of trying this out. But with blockchain projects like Tesla's, for example, this may definitely be viable. Now, you might find some of these airdrops just by participating within a crypto community that you're in. But if you're like many people I know, the thought of free stuff might just get you a little excited. That being said, where could you go if you wanted to hunt for these airdrops we've been talking about? Well, one site I respect, and probably one of the only ones I'd recommend, is Airdrop Alert. And no, I'm not being paid to say this, although I'm not against the idea. A lot of credible projects list airdrops they're hosting on this site, so it's not a bad place to check out if hunting airdrops sounds like a fun idea to you. Airdrops on sites like that normally aren't completely free though. Most times, you'll have to complete a list of criteria laid out by the host of the airdrop in order to be eligible. Often, the criteria may involve following them on their socials, joining groups, or maybe inviting friends. To top it off, usually they are limited to a select number of participants. If you find yourself registering for an airdrop, please do not use an exchange wallet, especially with NFTs. If you happen to use an exchange wallet, you'll more than likely just flat out not receive the NFT. And even with tokens, if they're not supported, since you don't own the keys to the wallet address, an exchange may take those tokens for themselves. It's always best to use a wallet you have full ownership over for personal transactions, and when it comes to participating in airdrops, it's no different. Well, that's all I have for you today. I hope you now have a better understanding of what a crypto airdrop is all about. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.